Alright, good morning. We're doing the trek into DIY tech today from outside. It's cold, but it's really nice. You can hear the birds singing, I'm sure. But I'm going to show you. So today, I'm going to be flying. Let me see if I can get in the shot. I'm experimenting with different shots. Okay, there it is. So, I'm going to be flying the drone in the background. I'll show you a close-up pretty soon. So I'm going to be flying that drone for fun and enrichment today. So if you guys don't know, I design, build, and test drones for a living these days. I'm a robotics guy, but yeah, these days I'm working with a startup. I'll put a little information down below in case you want to check them out. But this one is going to fly today for my own fun and enrichment. I will have an observer, and we'll be observing all the safety and all of that stuff. We'll have the maintenance logs and everything. All those. This is the first time this frame is going to go up in it. Well, not the frame, but the powertrain that I have on here. This is an older frame, but I've redone all the motors and ESCs, and I'll go right to showing you that right now. And the magic of cinematography, seconds or minutes after, you will see this thing either taking off or blowing up. So, stay tuned. If you guys want to get any more information on this particular drone, or you want to get a closer look at something, comment down below, and we'll have another video on it. Try to answer your questions. Yeah, just let me know, and we'll get it done. All right, so here we are on the beautiful pollen-coated table out on a pad in an undisclosed subdivision somewhere in Georgia. All right. Oh my goodness, I cracked myself up, right? So here we go. So we have GPS module. So GPS module, and as you can see, the power distribution board are from Holy Bro. The flight controller as well. It's Pixhawk Mini, as it's labeled on there. You can see real good. This radio's an FR Sky 16 channel. It's an X6R, I believe. I've covered it all up to keep it from harm. And this is also a telemetry radio, US 915 megahertz. European is 433. Well, yeah, people are correct. Oh, it's just not European, but okay. So different countries allow different megahertz. Here we have an I2C bus. So I have the flight controller has access to I2C devices and or sensors and or other things. We'll be able to plug them in there. This open connector here is my telemetry 2. Now, telemetry 2 at some point may be connected to an Arduino Nano, which is sitting right next to it. So this is an Arduino Nano Every. Those things are awesome, more compact than the Nano, but has more power. So yeah, if you mess around with the Arduinos, I definitely recommend that guy. All right, so these are 12.5 inch props. Yeah, I'm not doing metric. I refuse. Although I have to have to use it for work and other purpose. Well, that might be why I refuse to use metric. But, yeah, I'm on my leisure time. All right, so KDE motors. chunky ones. Yes. Um, so I'm gonna be testing to see whether I'm not gonna, small moment of inertia, big motors, short booms. We're gonna see if my PID tuning is gonna work with that. We shall see. All right. So another cool thing about this, we're in some cold weather. These ESCs, as you can see, oh man, I could make so many jokes. These ESCs, as you can see, the bird's helping me out. The heat sinks. One more time, thank you. The heat sinks are right up against the battery. You're like, oh my gosh, isn't that gonna heat up? And yes, we're in some cold weather, and as you know, the batteries have issues with cold weather. So I am recycling the heat coming from the ESCs to keep the battery at a nice temperature. So I've used a thermal sensor before to check this out. It works pretty well. The flight logs, I may post the flight logs for this one so you guys can check it out. Well, if somebody asks, I'll put the flight logs up so you guys can. I'll make those public so you guys can see them. So this is the battery strap right there. So the battery strap goes across back here. I've left it off so you guys can see everything clearly. But that's about it. I mean, I've tried to keep all the cables tight. Power cables to one side, digital cables to the other side, right? To keep the signals and power separate. So let's try to keep your signals and power, get separation. And normally you would want to cross the wires instead of line them up together so that so that you can't get any crosstalk. But I've had a oscilloscope, put the oscilloscope on here, checking for crosstalk, and everything's pretty much isolated. Wherever I need to, I put some nice RF shielding on it. For example, the GPS cable has got some nice RF shielding. I know the antenna's sitting pretty close, but the orientation on this, I get a pretty quick lock on this. So haven't had any issues with GPS lock on this. 12, 16 satellites depending on where I'm at. Yeah, depending on where I've got this thing sitting. Let me see. Yeah, I had it on the dining room table last night and powered it up and got a pretty quick lock inside. So yeah, so that's it. Next thing you're gonna see is well, guess me trying to take off. Yeah. All right, so we're out here at an undisclosed field in Georgia. Almost said Florida. soon. So we're gonna finish off this showing off this drone here with a test flight. I'm gonna try to get off the ground, see if the PID tuning is anywhere near where it should be, and if that works out fine, then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set it off on a 4-point waypoint test. So I'm gonna hand the camera over to the observer here, and let's see what happens. All right. On in. All right. Full power test. Alright, we're gonna fly to start the test. See what it does. that's pretty crispy right there. It's like those overpowered props are doing their job. Wow. That's pretty solid right there. I like that.
Sounds good too.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I think I'll keep that one. There we go. Coming in for the landing. See, we've got some short landing gear, so I'm always nervous when it comes in for a landing. Disarming. All right, disarmed. Leave the plan on the vehicle. All right, so that was pretty good. So what I'll do is, if you guys want to see it, what we'll do is we'll add a link to the flight log on there, so you guys can check it out. So if you like these videos, like, subscribe, spread it to everybody you know who might like these videos. We're doing DIY tech, which means, hey, it's anything DIY. If you're using a tool to do DIY, that's considered DIY tech. So we'll be doing crafts. We'll be doing just about anything you can think of that's DIY, and just showing you that, hey, this stuff doesn't have to be scary. You guys can do it too. So, we're just having fun with it, showing you guys you can do it too, and answering any questions that we can about stuff. See you in the next video.